okay, I started getting some things and maybe I'm not going to get any more. Maybe it's going to slow down like it did last time. It's not. It's like coming to this point where it's reactivating. And you can see the 10 of coins here, 6 of wands, hello, seven, 6 of swords. Like, you're going to be getting stuff. So, how do I say this? I feel like as long as you are understanding and working towards and letting go, because it's the 10th, I mean, the full moon in Taurus is about letting go of what no longer serves you, right? With Neptune in there, it wants you to, like, Neptune is that dreamy planet. So it can, and like all planets and all houses have lower and higher octaves. So I'm asking you to work in the more evolved octave because you are evolved, okay? So Neptune is looking at this house. It's like aspecting this house, and you sort of, I know because I'm Aquarian, you can sort of remember the good parts of everybody and forget the bad parts, right? Or you can sort of fantasize or reminisce about, you know, uh, well, we had it one way and maybe I shouldn't leave because, we did have that at that time and maybe I should like stick it out. Or, uh, I was able to do this project at one time and it wasn't that bad and maybe I should stick it out. Like, that's Neptune is like gonna cause you to want to do that, but you need to work from your root. You need to work from who you are. You need to remember and see it very practically. And you can do this. I know you can do this. Um, so it looks like when I'm looking at this trine, it looks like when you're working from who you are, from your root, from your ancestry, from your talents, from where you came from, even if that's weird to everybody else, even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else, if you're understanding where you're coming from and you're showing that as your purpose to the world, it doesn't have to be the same thing, but you're doing your purpose in the world, understanding your talents and your gifts in this world, your root. It looks like Neptune is going to bless your second house, right? So it's all going to be blessed, but it looks like physical manifestations are going to come from your fourth house, which tells me that people are going to help you, even though you don't think that anybody's going to help you. And then your second house, which is your possessions, things that you're wanting to receive, money, cars, houses, a more stable life, whatever this is that helps your first house, right? Because the second house supports your first house. It's the value you give to yourself. And the fourth house is you, your root, right? So I'm going to do a full moon, like steps to take, or you can call it ritual or whatever you want to call it, about what to do on the full moon so that you can release this energy. Because I've said this in the other videos, I'll say this in this one. From our higher selves, from our wholeness, we can have unlimited energy run through us, right? But in this physical realm, in this physical resonance, our resonance, our vibration can only handle so much energy to run through us. So what happens is the world that we create, if we're holding on to things that no longer serve us, if we're holding on to things that we even forgot that we were holding on to because we want to reminisce, because we don't want to let go, because we, even if we're not physically with them, emotionally we're tied there. If you're not letting go of those things and letting that run through you, you can't accept the blessings that are coming to you. You can't accept the material, the people, the situations, the relationships. You can't accept them. You can try, but it's going to be very uncomfortable because you're holding on to this other stuff. So it's time to let the other stuff go. And I think that's why they're saying be very practical in this fourth house. When you're releasing, because that's where it's telling me that it wants to release. If your full moon is in Taurus in the fourth house, there are some things that you need to release. And I think a lot of you are going back to your root, your parents, your homeland. I feel like that's going to be happening like all year for you. Like you're really getting back to the root of who you are so that you can get through these things, so that you can release some of these things, so that you can accept your blessings, so that you can have room in your energetic field, in your vibration to accept the great paying job, the career that you want, the love of your life, the money and financial stability, the family bonding that you want, like all of the friends that you're wanting, the way that you're able to bring a group together, like all of those things that you're seeing and feeling in your heart, those are blessings that are trying to come to you. But if you are holding on to this other stuff, then you can't. Even now, when I say hold on, it's different than everyone else, because you guys can completely walk away from somebody, or completely leave a home, or completely leave whatever, but you still keep it in your energetic, and you know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, because you do. You can still keep it in your energetic field. That's what they're trying to say. You're keeping it, and you can't get to this other stuff because you're keeping this stuff. That makes sense? Okay, so I know, I know. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. You got a lot of things coming, but you have to let go of some of this other stuff. And you sometimes don't want to let go of it because you want to see only the good things in people, right? But you got to. If you want this other stuff coming in, if you want that passion, that dream, that creativity that you're seeing in your heart and your mind and your soul, you got to let go of some of the stuff. Okay, so I did a different spread because y'all know I have that Gemini side of me and I got to change things. And so what I've done is, this is your emotional state, and this is the physicalness and the advice from spirit. And so this is your past, your present, and your future. And by the future, I kind of mean like end of November and into December. And then this one is your romance advice card, and this is your financial advice card. Okay, now the reason I say romance is because if you've never seen me, love is that energy that moves through all vibrations for me. So it just depends on where your focus is. So that's why I call it the romance card, because this has to do with your love life, your partnerships, right? So it looks like in your past, things were coming to light, and sometimes this card is like people lying to you, people not telling you everything, people like being hidden from you. Like I don't feel like a lot of that was going on. I feel like you felt like the universe was keeping stuff from you. You felt like spirit was keeping stuff from you. You felt like why can't I catch a break? What is going on? Like what the heck, right? And so I feel like that had started to be lifted, because the Five of Swords means it's lifted, and you're ready to fight, and you're ready to take action, but you don't know where you're going to go because you can't even see what's really going on. So I feel like that veil was being lifted for you, and I feel like, so their advice was the Six of Wands, and this is your past. So it looks like you were dealing with that was starting to come about. So it looks like maybe like September, October, you started getting manifestations. And then you were realizing that you really are, I can't say what I just heard, but like you really are the SHIT, right? That's what I just heard. I don't know whose guide said that, but somebody's guide said that. So, you were understanding that you really are, of value, that people really are looking at what you're doing, that you really can accomplish these things, and the thing is that you started taking action in those, and they're very proud of you for that. They want to say, continue to do that, because you come to this present where, again, you kind of made it hard for yourself. So stay in the action. Take the opportunity. Do not stop the flow. Stay in the flow. If an opportunity comes to you, take it. Say yes. You can always say no later. Just say yes right now. Like, you don't have to take every opportunity, but don't think so hard about all the opportunities that you don't take any. Like, put your energy into one, okay? Even if you're like, well, I don't know if it's going to pan out, and I don't know if I should, just do it. Do it, because that's going to stop the flow of energy if you don't do it. And they're saying, stay in this light. Stay where people see you. Stay working. Stay taking an action. Stay meeting people. Keep being you. Just keep being you, right? So in your present is this Ten of Wands. This is your emotional state. So you're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling like yes, things are coming through and I do have stuff coming and I'm taking the action and I'm doing it and I'm doing it, but it's just overwhelming. I just feel like it's just a lot, right? And I'm kind of tired. Kind of tired. So, but I'm feeling like, Aqua, there are some things or people or situations that you're like, okay, I'm kind of taking the action, but I'm not taking the action, but I'm kind of taking the action, but I'm not taking the action. I can see that. I can see what y'all are doing. So they're saying this person, emotionally, this is how you're feeling, right? Because this person with a heavy heart in this card walks away or walks towards their goal, but it's with the heavy heart that they do it. It's with like a lot that they do it, right? And so you do it with the 10 of Wands does succeed. So you do succeed at this. Just don't stop taking the action. They keep saying that to me. Okay. Now their advice is, because you're feeling this way, right? And things are coming at you and you're trying to make the right decisions and you're trying not to stop and you're doing the best that you can, right? And their advice is the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is about when you become overwhelmed, take that time out. Aqua, take the time out. Like, love yourself enough. If you need to regenerate, I mean, this is what I call it for Aquas. There's a space that you need to go to where you need to be by yourself, where you need to isolate, even if it's for like one day. Or some of you like to do it in cycles where it's like 2 weeks or a week or whatever. Whatever this is, when you get in the state where you're feeling overwhelmed, take that time to regenerate. You made yourself that way for a reason. It's where you can connect to the universe, to your whole self, to oneness, to God. It's where you get these inspirations. It's where you get energized again. It's where you come up with these creative things. It's where you take stuff from the field and bring it back and invent things, right? So they're saying, in your present, it feels overwhelming and we know you're tired and we know that you've done a lot of work, but take the rest, right? Now, I know I said take action, keep taking the action. That means I don't have to drive so much. I don't have to push so much. That means when an opportunity comes, I'm going to rest, but when an opportunity comes, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to take the action if I want to, right? That's what this means. It means love yourself enough to go within, to push the world out for a minute and really energize yourself, right? Because that's what's going to be going on. Like, your present to me is from now to 2 weeks. Okay. So even though things are happening, what you're doing is you, Aqua, have to put into place for yourself, where you can have time with the world and time alone. Time with the world and time alone. And that's what you're practicing right now in the month of November. Okay. Because your future is, and I would say this is the end of November into December. Your future is, these are gifts. Okay. The 10 of Coins. You've got all this stuff that you've done and it's coming forth. It's going to be blessing you. You got all this energy of money, of things, of people, of your love partner, of your life partner, of your friendship partner. Like, you have all these things that you've worked on so hard and they are coming through in your near future. So it looks to me like you will receive more benefits. You will start receiving more things. And I feel like as you clear your energy out, like in the full moon and then with the new moon, I feel like you're on target. You just have to take that time out for yourself as well. So the advice is, when you begin to get these blessings, when you begin to get these things, because you've already started, but let me just say that, as you continue to get these blessings, this money, this job, this position, these people coming in, these friendships coming in, this love relationship coming in, because yes, y'all are getting a love relationship, a lot of you, it's time. As they're coming in, they're saying it's time to plan, because you have the Palace of Swords. So as these things are coming in, plan what you're wanting and what you're seeing for your future. Okay. Don't just rest on your laurels, right? Don't just say, okay, well, those things are going to come in and I'm going to experience them. right? You have to say, I'm going to experience them and I'm really excited that they're coming in, but where do I see this going and what am I going to do about it, right? That's the Palace of Swords. The Palace of Swords is a state of mind, right? But it's going to look very different than a lot of people because you're an Aqua. And this is the Palace of Swords, which means out of the box, very different than everybody else. You're trying, for a lot of you, you're creating a world that is very unique than has been in the past. Does that make sense? Your relationships, your friendships, your work, your life purpose, it doesn't look like everybody else's. It's very, very different. So they're saying stick to what's in your heart and plan as these things come through. So like when the car comes through, or the house comes through, or the money or that big contract that you're waiting for comes through, because I see some of you getting a contract too. So that big contract comes through, makes you more stable, but what are you going to do with that? Plan for your future, okay? That's what they're saying that'll be happening at the end of November and into December, okay? Now let's hit your love area, or your romance area, sorry. So I have to say, because I see this a couple of ways. For you singles, it's time. The Faith card is about a union. The Faith card is about a big organization, a big union, one that sticks, one that's like in tradition and solidness and stableness. Like that's what I'm seeing that you're coming to. Like I see a lot of you getting partnered up in this next year. A lot of you, and I'm saying it's like a long time partner, if not till the end of your life for some of you. And it's time. You've been working on all this other stuff, and it's time. So you're headed in that direction. Some of you may meet them in November. Some of you are going to be, you're going to be like, some of you are going to be stubborn, and you're not going to meet them till December. But you're gonna meet them. So it can be November, it can be December with you guys. It just kind of depends because you guys know how to move time and stuff. So for some of you, I do see somebody very solid coming in. I see somebody that's ready also. I see somebody that has worked very hard for their stability and for their comfort and for their happiness. And so when they come in, they're looking for that too. Because they've worked so hard at it, they're just not going to give that to anybody. And it looks like they want to with you. Now that's for you singles. For you coupled, it's time to go to that ultimate level for some of you. And this all kind of depends. Like if you're looking at this as your sun, it may not. It's your conscious. But if you're looking at this from your ascending, it's fated. It's divine. It's like, and I think you know. So for you partnered people that are already partnered, it looks like you're going to this new level in November. Again, you could wait till December to do this because you can get stubborn. But it looks like you're getting to this point with your partner where you're understanding that that is your partner and that that is the person that you've been looking for all along. And as many times as you've tested them, as many things as you've done, as many things that they've done, it's like that's my partner. That's who I want to be with. So I feel like congratulations for a lot of you that you're finally like coming to terms with the fact that that's who that is and you're not fighting that anymore. Yes, because I know you can fight it. So, yeah, it looks like that's going to be coming about in the month of November. Now, I won't say marriage because some of you want marriage and some of you don't want marriage, but you understand a partner, right? And so if it's marriage that you're wanting, it looks like that is going to be happening in this next year. But if it's just that lifetime partner that you're wanting, like I said, Aqua, you're doing things very differently than society does things. So if it's a partner that you're wanting and it doesn't look like another partner that anybody else has, like what society says, it's okay. It looks like you're coming to this partnership, okay? So congratulations. Now, let's look at the money, because I know y'all are about the money, right? And rightly so. I mean, you got to be stable. So you're fine with the money. And with that second house, that Neptune in that second house is going to bless you. Don't worry, you got it. So their advice is for the month of November, you have the Six of Swords. You see the light? That's you. Look at you, the warrior. And look at all your experiences, and look at you. I see. I don't know whose guide this is. It's very funny, but I can't say what he says because I'm not going to curse. But he just all of a sudden chimes in and says something, and I almost say it, and I gotta like stop myself. So you see the swords. These are your experiences. You're coming into calmer waters financially. You're able to start breathing. I feel like you've taken a couple of breaths in October. You're like, not yet, right? So I feel like in November, their advice is you're going to see more of that, where you can take more breaths. These swords are like, look at you, like I'm ready. I can pull the sword out at any time and do what I need to do, like get it done, right? So that's what I feel like financially. You're coming into in a better space, more stability. And listen, you don't have to take a whole bunch of breaths and be comfortable yet. It's fine that you're not, because hello, for the longest time you went from having a lot of things to having nothing, and then back to having something, and then taking it away again, and like you were back and forth financially. So it looks like they're saying these things are coming to you because you've done the work, and you're going to be in the month of November feeling more and more stable. You're going to be feeling more and more like you can breathe. You're going to be feeling more and more like, or let me say this, less and less like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I got to get stuff done. You're going to feel less like that and more like, wow, these things are actually coming true. And I cannot believe that this stuff is actually happening. And as much as I know that I'm connected to the universe, the laws of the universe actually work. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. So congratulations in your financial area. That's your advice. They're saying your advice is take a couple of breaths. Like, it's okay. Continue to do what you're doing, but take a couple of breaths and really, really love yourself. Really, really take the time that you need to get into that space, because that's really, really important, they're saying, for you to re-energize yourself so that you can move forward into these things that you're wanting. Okay. Now, this last card I'm going to pull over, it's going to go from the bottom of the deck. This is going to be your overall theme of what you'll be working on in the month of November. Look at that. Like, come on. Hello. 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 Look at you. Look at you, Aqua. I'm so proud of you. So you have the Ten of Cups. So I think this is what they were saying about the breathing and about the loving yourself. With the Ten of Cups, I feel like you'll be celebrating a lot with people, with family, with friends, with it's almost like you're getting back to that old space that it's never going to be the same, right? But that space where you were happy and smiling and laughing and joking and like the center of attention sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, right? I feel like you're joyful. Joyful. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're finally smiling again. Finally. That's what I feel like is going to be going on in the month of November. You'll be working on that because, you know, some things will be happening and you're like, I'm not going to smile yet. Like I'll do one laugh, but not a whole bunch. But I feel like by the end, you're going to be able to smile and laugh more. And that's what you'll be working through in the month of November.